iHeartRadio.
Donald Trump has established a dominant lead in the state of Iowa over his Republican rivals for the White House, polling data has shown, as the former U.S. president stretches his advantage over his closest challenger, Nikki Haley, to almost 30%. The Midwestern state, which has a population of around 3 million people, begins the 2024 U.S. presidential election cycle on Monday with a caucus election during which voters will select their preferred Republican candidate for president. Since 1972, Iowa, traditionally seen as a Republican stronghold, has been the first state in the United States to hold its caucus in advance of the election, and its results are often interpreted as a sign of how other states might be swayed in November's election. Before Iowa Republicans make their selection on Monday, Trump's campaign has been bolstered by the results of another poll in the state, which showed that he holds a near 30-point advantage, or 48%, over his closest rival in the thinning field of GOP candidates. Perhaps crucially, the poll also showed that Trump holds considerable support from Iowa's most committed and enthusiastic Republican voters, a factor which may come into play as the state battles sub-zero temperatures and inclement weather. Nikki Haley, the former South Carolina governor and U.S. ambassador to United Nations, has risen to second place in the state, the survey results show, gathering 20% of the vote, 4 percentage points higher than polling in December. However, just 9% of Haley's supporters responded that they were extremely enthusiastic supporters of her candidacy, compared to 49% of Trump's base in the state. Quote, "This is an underlying weakness here," says J. Ann Pelter, who conducted the poll. She said of a possible lack of enthusiasm among Haley's potential voters. She continues, "If turnout is low, it seems to me that a disproportionate share of her supporters might stay at home." Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has fallen into third place, the polling shows, dropping 3 points to 16%. Businessman and entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy remains an outsider in the field. Of all of the candidates, according to the poll, registered just 8% of support. Trump's 28-point lead over Haley is a 4-point drop from his advantage over the second-place candidate in December. For Headlines with a Voice, this has been the Lockhart News Brief.